Hello, my name is Molly Burns, and my presentation test of choice was the 16 Personality Factor Questionnaire, the fifth edition, developed by Raymond Cattell. Raymond was a psychologist, statistician, and chemist during in the 1930s, 40s, 50s. And he first developed the first edition of the 16 personality test in 1949. And this fifth edition that I will be talking about was published in 1993. And so it was just his in-depth understanding of personality. And some of him and his colleagues divvied up over hundreds of different observational personality traits. And out of all the different personality traits that they have come across, they divided it all the way down to only 16 personalities, which are here. And you can come back and look at the outgoing and the reserved ends of the spectrum of all these different personalities. And what the basis of this test is to measure not to measure the pathology, but rather the describing of human behavior. This questionnaire consists of 185 items with a fifth grade reading level. So administrators would have to have an assessment of the individuals or group that will be taking this test. With this test being administered, it could be administered by computer, pen and paper, test taking. Test taking itself, the tests are composed of questions that just basically reflect on just of the individual's basic human behaviors, of individual hobbies, preferences, opinions, so to get a better understanding of their own personality. The test itself is unlimited. Computerized administration generally takes less time, about 25 to 35 minutes, while pencil and paper format takes about 35 to 50 minutes. To be able to have interpretation or for this test, it requires at least a master's degree level within psychology, social work, counseling, or human resources along those lines. As for the test itself of reliability and validity, it has a high reliability rate, being how it's the fifth edition. Well, there's 4 more before it, and having 50 plus years of research, along with validity being compared to numerous other personality instruments, such as the MBTI, the California Psychological Instrument, and many more. As I stated previously, the reliability of this test has 50 plus years research behind it. It's 5th edition. Validity is confirmed with numerous articles and being compared with tests. And this test has been internationally accepted and translated. An issue that I did run into with the 16 personality questionnaire was the different worldviews that may react differently to different choices that are given, as well as the desire to be fake good, with either having a too high of a frequency of a score may represent reading comprehension problems or random responding, and it's just not accurate data. And another practical issue would have to be the administrator would have to assess the individual or group reading levels before administering the test to provide fairness across the board. Some recommendations and insight into the 16 personality questionnaire. It provides some insight to help individuals understand objectively who they are and getting a better view of their whole personality. And as well, it can be used in the workplace and the hiring process in order to get a better understanding of how the new hiree would behave, of how their behavior is, and if they would be the perfect fit to the work team or the workplace culture that they would be entering.